Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream Saturday night, 8 p.m. Every single day, we bring you the CRYPTOLIFER live stream. I go on vacation. I have Christmas. I have Thanksgiving. I have New Year's. I have a baby. Well, I don't have the baby, but my wife has the baby. You know what I'm saying? But we give birth together. No, I don't give birth. She gives. We can. My wife has a child. Now, I'm in the room, but I'm still live streaming. Point of the story is we are here for you every single day. Let's put the lemon into the water. You know that's what we're here for every morning, and then that's no. But that's what we start the show with every day. If you're new, we drink lemon water on the show at the beginning every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Big sip of lemon water. Let's get it going. Water. Water is the gift of life. Shout out to each and every one of you for being in here. Let's jump on into the live. Bang, bang, and there we go. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And, yeah. Ooh, sorry. Let's go. I've been going into performance mode. It may help. Something you could research your own on the owns over there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We got a lot of people here. 150 likes coming. 143. I know we're going to get 7 more. 283 people on the live on a Saturday night. Shout out to all you beautiful, wonderful people sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I can greatly, greatly appreciate you guys all for coming in, you ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gents. So looking at Bitcoin here, could it break out of this little wedge it was forming? I don't know. 15-minute was trying to curl, but now we're curving back to the downside. Let's take a look at BTC. Now, I'll tell you what. Because of what the 4 hours doing, even last night I was like, man, 4 hours overbought. And honestly, I did say we would short. The short happened. We fell down for the 8 hours right there when we were overbought, but we would bounce off this trend line and hold a double bottom. Okay? What we're looking at is this point of control, which we've been battling at 21,100 area. We did break above it. I'd love to see us stay above it. Remember, we battled 20,500 the same way over and over again. One worry was One worry is this a possible M pattern forming that we're looking at? That's just something on the radar that I'm looking at. It may or may not be. It just, if it ends up being, look, it could be an M. You also see, look, we saw bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Let me show you what bearish divergence is on the 1 hour time frame. It did play out in a way, technically. You had swing up to swing up here. You had swing down. This wasn't the same. Look. This was swinging to the upside on price action, but this is swinging to the downside on the RSI, and you did have bearish dip. Had you played this flag and just the flag alone to the measured move, honestly, almost got all the way to the measured move. We swing it over here. Pretty close, you know what I'm saying? And actually still may contend to that measured move, which is at about 21,847, all right? So I just want to show people, if you just play simple things, you don't get too freaked out about the ins and outs of it all. So look, this is a symmetrical triangle. It is what it is, right? In my opinion, bulls need to break above 21,750. I've been saying it for a while. Why? Because this is the previous high. A little bit of a area, volume area node right there that could push us above resistance. Resistance. You have to get above that. Use it as support. That's why the bulls must take back 21,750. The measured move is 25,000 about, okay? The measured move to the downside, if we break down, is 15K. Do you want the good news or the bad news, everybody? Let me know in the chat if you want the good news or the bad news. Let me know. I'm waiting for a response there. Anybody? The bad news first is Luis Alvarez. The bad news. Everybody wants the bad news first. All right, well, you're overbought on the 1 hour time frame. All right? And if we kind of get rid of this little flag here, which we are holding on the 15, that's why I have it, because you never know. But we are at our, look, resistance. We're at a high volume area. And we're at a, how I like to make my zones. We're at a zone where we just can't seem to get above. All right? Resistance zone. All right? The bad news is you're overbought on the 1 hour, okay? You're curving here on the RSI. MACD kind of has a lack of momentum as well. lack of bullish momentum. You have a tiny green hill that really wasn't that good, and you're getting tight. Now, when the MACD gets small, that's when you know Bitcoin has a huge move coming. Let me show you the last few times the MACD got really, really small. Like right here, we haven't been this small since right around here. We had nuances of being small, but not like this. We were small right here, and we were small right there. Look, both times that MACD got super small. Right here, dumpage. Right here, pumpage. Okay? Right here, we got a little tiny. Right there, we got tiny there. So when the MACD is just really small, right there, it was very small, dumpage. It tells you there's a big move coming for Bitcoin. Why? Because it just shows consolidation. Because it shows price action isn't jumping up and down a lot. You're getting in a smaller, tighter range. You're highly likely not to make you're likely to make a big move. When Bitcoin gets tight in ranges like this, it's likely to make a big move, okay? Now remember, the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder we've been showing you. There's a giant inverted head and shoulder in here. You must, Now, earlier today, we saw this inverted head and shoulder. And that's why my trading style is based on the 15-minute giving me a bullish or bearish signal over a support region. Once I get over that, then yes. Like, look, this was a shoulder. Look, I said this must be a bear flag unless we can make a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, unless we can project. And we did it. Remember, that's that same inverted I keep talking about, that flat side with the red, flat candle, one red, and then we step on our way out, right? Alts get to run free for a bit. Hey, Lifer, shout out to David Brumbley. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Hey, Lifer, what a good VPN use learning so much. Hey, Lifer, what's a good VPN? I use NordVPN. Also, some people use Pure VPN. I use NordVPN. All right. So the bad news is look, this is an M pattern. You see it? That's an M right there. Even though it's hard to see, it's an M. If you go to the 7-minute, kind of an M pattern there. See? You also have a little bit of, you have bearish divvy because you have swing up to swing up on the 7, but you swing down on the RSI. So that's bearish divergence on the 7-minute time frame, and you're at the top of a channel. It's likely you head down here to the bottom of the channel. It's just most likely thing to happen. Also, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, and you're basically, I could even say you broke back into one in a way, because this was the tighter channel, okay? That wants to dump on you, all right? It just is what it is, all right? Likely to make a bit of a move back to the downside of this channel. This level would have to hold 21,120. That is your point of control, all right? Lo and behold, back to the point. See, there it is. There's your big point of control there. So that's also going to coincide with the bottom of the channel. We talked about this yesterday, and we bounced at the bottom of the channel. Same scenario kind of forming here on the 7-minute time frame, all right? So I'm looking for a move to the downside with the rejection right now of 21,500. Psychological rejection resistance area. 15-minute got rejected with a bit of an M pattern here too. On our way to the downside. Bearish divergence on the 7-minute and on the 15 even. Swing up to swing up here. Swing down on the RSI right there. And you're high on the RSI. Take a look at your 1 hour. Overbought and curving, right? As we showed you, lack of momentum. So it's showing signs of a move to the downside, right? Also, I say every day on this channel, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I have no clue where Bitcoin's going to go. I do not. I don't claim to know at all. I just show you the highest probability based on my indicators, and you know what? They're 70 to 90% based on any given night. So like, there's no guarantees. What I say is that is 100%. But look, this is a shoulder, this is a head, and that is a shoulder. This is a giant inverted head and shoulder. There's no two ways about that. But you have a rising wedge here on the 4 hour. You must make some parabolic move here now. 4 hours got to throw some type of Hail Mary. It's pointing back to the upside. You got to throw a Hail Mary and get above this zone, in my humble opinion. To remain extremely bullish, I would like to see a candle close on the 4 hour and the next day at above 22,850. That would really be a huge move for Bitcoin. Solidify us above this big resistance node here that we've been hitting and this resistance here, and that would get us kind of out of this hole for now, right? The measured move, if you did take that neckline to the head and swung it to where you see your shoulder, would take you about, I guess you could go to this neckline somewhere in this zone, but it would take you to about the same area here. And where do I get this line? This is by taking this pole here, which is going to be the length of your base of your triangle, okay? Price action. And swinging it up. It actually may have moved even a little bit more since we've consolidated tighter. Yeah, so that even has a bigger target now. All right. 27, 28, 26,500. All right. Now, next real area of resistance will be this node here that we hit. And you'll look left and see what else we got going. But, yeah, so let's look left and see what else do we have, anything crazy in that area. But we really didn't spend a lot of time in the mid-20s in Bitcoin's life cycle. Yeah, I mean, really not a lot of time, you know. So you go with that local support and resistance. So 26,567 is the basically measured move for Bitcoin out of this symmetrical triangle. And you do the same thing for the measured move back down. You don't know which way this is going to go. There's no guarantees. And that brings you, about to where we're sitting at here at 15,700 area, right? So you can extend it a little bit. So this is the two areas that I'm looking at, because in a symmetrical triangle is a 50-50 shot. You don't know which way it's going to go. That's why I believe a big move is coming for Bitcoin, because it's getting very, very tight. And when you see this tightness, now you see, this is what I don't like. You see you have rising price. Price is rising up, is it not? For sure it is. But you have falling volume. You don't really want to see rising price and falling volume. When you see that, it's likely you're going to get a drop to the downside. Why? Because price was rising due to what? Due to people buying. People were buying into price action. Now, if people were buying into price action and they were happy and liked it, more people would be buying in, right? If more people like that price action, and we would be getting a move up. But we're not. We're getting a move up in price, but down in volume. It just tells you that, something could be brewing here. Okay. So that's a weak move. That signifies a weak move to the upside. You're also at the high volume node, which you can't get above, the secondary resistance. You're above the high volume node, thank God, but you're at the secondary resistance point. Okay. And see if we produced any more volume around these areas since then, So your secondary move, yeah. So let's take this one out. So you're kind of right at that level. 21,200 area is really the bounce area. You're kind of at the ends of it, So you could be, bull trapping, trying to get someone into a move that's really just not there for you. 22-hour, extremely overbought, wants to dump horribly. You're in a rising wedge in the 22-hour. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So you'd be 68% right if you decided to short Bitcoin tonight on the 22-hour. You see what I'm saying? You'd have a 68% chance of being right now, based on just simple probabilities, and the stochastics being high adds to that. It adds to that, all right? Now, overall, you do have falling price with falling volume here. Eventually, you could get a reversal, on the overall idea. The daily, it got to the overbought region, and it did not make a higher high. It made a lower high. I mean, you have to understand that makes you feel like you're possibly in a falling, and I'm going to show you in a second. We're going to freestyle, but so that's not a good sign, right? Your bigger time frames, yes, your 3-day, your 5-day, and all that, but they can hang out down here, your weekly and your 2-week. And it's telling you, yes, this is time to accumulate. By golly gee, oh my, I'm buying Bitcoin more than I am, right? But I'm believing, hey, could there be lower prices? I bought my 17.8 to 800. I had it at 17.5, but I couldn't, I missed it. It went to 17,500. So I had to chase that. I got my 18,000. I got my 19,000. I got my teens. I do believe we could go to 7K, 10K. I'm open-minded to believe these things are possible. I don't guarantee them, though. The problem is people think they know where Bitcoin's going to go, and that's when they get hurt. They say, well, it's definitely going to 10K next week. It'll go lower, they say to themselves. Guaranteed to go lower. So they don't open up the bank account, they don't buy anything, and Bitcoin sails to the moon, and they never get a piece. I've seen it happen to so many sad souls that wish they got Bitcoin and they never did. What's up, Lifer? You're the man. I got a long on Axie Infinity from 1730. Technical analysis. We'll take a look at Axie Infinity for my man. And FITFI on my radar. Just want to show you FITFI holding this nice trend line. Okay. To the upside here. A little bit more to the downside. Some hidden bullish. MACD getting extended. Wanted to move. And the RSI pointing up. SRSI pointing up. And the RSI in a bullish pattern. You could take the RSI and also put it, look, in this beautiful bull pennant. wanted to break to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing for FITFI. GMT is booming. FITFI kind of goes with them. You know, they're two similar products. You know, nothing's guaranteed here, but FITFI could make a move and make a nice bang to the upside here for 29% gains. I like what I'm seeing. 1 hour isn't where I would like to jump on in. I'd set an alert down here on the stochastics before I jumped on in. I don't like high 1 hour time frames. Same here with the 15-minute. However, you are getting very tight. So just something to watch, something to keep on your radar, and it could even dump. It's somewhat of a descending triangle. You see that? And descending triangles are bearish, you know, even though they're a 50-50 bilateral pattern. Just something is brewing with that 4 hour. That 4 hour is pushing to the upside. I would wait for the smaller time frames to give me a better indication of what's happening. But it's on my radar. It's on my radar. And I'm looking at it closely. FITFI. All right. Yeah, so like I like a bigger time frame, but then it's like you can't just jump in because you want it. You know, it's gotta make sense. Shout out to anyone that jumped into the trading group. We nailed some major gains. I woke up this morning to gains again. I know it's like, no, you didn't. It's like we did though. Now we took review for tiny gains. It was in a tiny little flag. It would push up though for 7% by yesterday afternoon, you know, on the 23rd there. But here, Zilliqua, like. Thought he used the wrong chart, but thought it would bang to the upside here. It would bang to the upside. This was the older version. We nailed that. That was down here. Wrong chart. My team just used the wrong chart. Let me show you what I put out for Zilliqua here. All right. And it could have been me. Sometimes I accidentally copy paste, but if that ever happens, team, try to just search Zilliqua and look. See, I wrote watching Zilliqua here, and that was today at 5:08 p.m. Oh no, that was later. Yeah, it was today at 5. Hold on. Maybe it didn't get posted, or I posted it in the live stream. Could have possibly done it. Yesterday at 7 in the morning, the page you're looking for is not there. That's weird. Anyway, I'll show you here. Because I personally took the trade. You know what I'm saying? So last night before I went to bed, I posted this here. Zilliqua banged on them to the upside for about 8%. 10%, something like that. Let's take a look. And that bugs me out because I'm always like OCD of what I do here. Look, let me type in ZILUSDT. My analyst had it too with an update. He had it in a cup and handle ready to bang on you. So even if I didn't have it, my analyst had it. And he nailed it for 11% out of the cup to the upside. Never hit the stop loss. Bang, bang, bang. I had it just like this. Didn't even look at the cup and handle. I had it like this. It would bang straight up. Then I posted it later on today again. You know, like like an hour ago. And I was like, Zill is tight in the channel again. What did it do? It went up again 6%. Came back down, but it boomed out again. Interesting. Zilliqua. All right. GMT3L keeps moving. We got it for 22% again. This is like the third time in a row. I put it like this last night at 10:30 before I went to bed. This thing would bang on them 7 in the morning for more gains. Just crazy. And then Axie3L. It was in this tight little channel. First we had it here. We nailed it. Tight little channel. We nailed it again for 23%. Woke up this morning to both of those hitting for gains. You know, neck and neck, hand in hand. Bang, bang, bang. So now we also talked about Shiba Inu. We went over SHIB in a tight channel. This would bang 18% gains for SHIB. Shout out to anyone that jumped into SHIB. And this is me. See, I watch Zill again here. And this is at 5:08 p.m. It's now 8:30. Just, you can see. This is the type of updates you get in the trading group. This is the type of stuff you get constantly on the move. You get Bitcoin updates. You get a bunch of people here looking at what's happening. See, look at this. See, you had a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Earlier today, I'm looking at this channel, and I'm like, stay vigilant. We want to see the 50-minute make an inverted head and shoulder and not a bear flag here. The bear flag is possible. I just wanted to say, I'm hoping for the shoulder, the head, the shoulder, right? Or the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. We're looking for an inverted here to get us away. And then look, lo and behold, we got the inverted head and shoulder that would break to the upside. just crazy how things play out like that, you know. Yeah, amazing. And like, look, at 623, SHIB about to do damage. Only hold back is the 1 hour, but the pattern is very bullish. Very, very bullish for Shiba Inu, you know. Now, I am looking at a short for GMT because it's had such a nice run. You can only assume that it's probably likely to make a bit of a pullback. So that's just something on my radar. Like, it's like, come on, man. That thing can't blast up forever. You know, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for the chat revenue. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream on this Saturday night as we talk crypto and get it in. 474 viewers, 246 likes, $11 on the super chats. What's up, Lifer? You're the man. Can we look at Axie? We'll take a look at Axie. Let's get back into Bitcoin for a split second here. So far we are getting rejected as suggested. 4 hours trying to push. See this? But it could just curve at any moment and give a bearish signal. Getting pushed down by the 1 hour. 1 hour is bearish right now, right? 15-minute could throw a Hail Mary. I've seen it happen in my lifetime. So that's why you never know. You never know. Let me kind of make this. I feel like it broke out and broke back in. Like, and I know you're like, no. But I've backtested these crazy things. They've done so many things of this nature. So, and that's an M. See, that's an M. Even though it's hard to see, that is an M. The measured move of the M is down here, back to support at about 21,200, and then back to that same, you know, big high area. You know, the volume, the point of control, 21,100. All right. I played with Pete Alonso in AAU, same team. Anthony L. Shout out to Anthony L. An amazing basketball player with us. That's amazing. DJ Puerto Rock, I'm on a date, man, so I'm in and out. Shout out to Roddy Robinson on a date on Saturday night. Dojalon Morris is pumping up more than Shiba Inu. Yeah, Dojalon Morris is pumping. Lifer, you're killing it. Thank you so much for Patrick Smith, man. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Sorry, man, that's confusing. Many meetings. How about Plato Farm? Do you use Market Cipher? No, I do not use Market Cipher. No need. No need. Yeah. No bad blood. They're awesome, nice people. No issues. It's just not my thing. Okay. So we're looking for a move back to the downside to the bottom of the pattern unless the 15-minute can say no and hold this level right here, which you can see is local support because you have resistance, 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 resistance. Okay. So if you don't hold 21,300, you're coming to the bottom of the pattern at 21,100. I mean, that's obvious, but it's not. It's obvious now because we have a tight channel. However, it was up here, you'd have bigger ideas. Tight moving averages suggest a big move to the downside or upside is coming, and you're getting tight inside of a wedge. So 1 hour is overbought. You could get pinned. It could be a short squeeze. Anything could happen. What do you do? Well, what I do is you don't chase. You wait for a blast out of this to the upside and a bounce off of this extreme resistance and use that as support. Oh, you wait for this drop and get a bearish retest of this area and the dump to the downside. Both that retest and this retest would both be beautiful places. They would coincide with stochastics. This would coincide with stochastics resetting. This would coincide with stochastics coming back up and getting overbought. So you're looking for overbought or oversold stochastics in these regions as they come back to try to retest support. And that's how I trade. I use stochastics RSI against the support or resistance to match out what's happening here, okay? Now you have to understand too, this could be a big M here forming. And that, as we said before, would take you down to about this region here at 20,000 even. And then if you broke that, you'd be at 19K, all right? Now we're going to freestyle for a second. I'm just going to show you a cleaner chart. Shout out to Steve. Hey, boss man, I love Saturday night streams. If you get a chance, can you run through the TA for BEEFY Finance? Shout out to my man asking about BEEFY. The man asking about the beef. So we got BEEFY and we have, and so look, this giant inverted head and shoulder that I'm talking about. I mean, charts don't lie. That does say we will blast to the upside, but anything is possible. Let's do a little freestyle in here on the Binance chart. Remove all our drawings and just see if we can see something different. See if there's any bias here in my head and we can change up the mood, change up the flow. I try to be open-minded at all times to my TA and bend my mind, bend time and space and just, be Matrix-like, Bruce Lee-like. This is a symmetrical triangle, no? You do see the rising wedge here, though. You have to say that's definitely possible. We could be double bottoming back to the bottom of the channel here. Like we could be, like this. Moving averages are getting a little far apart on the 1 hour. That's not the best sign as well. And you have resistance right here, which you're bouncing off of at about 20,900 area, right? So that will hold. That can hold. We come back there to hold it. What do I say? If I had to make a 100% guess, right? Speaking of finance, can we look at Urine Finance? Thanks, bro. You're the man. Shout out to Billy McDonough for Urine Finance. Thank you so much for the super chats on a Saturday night. Thank you for the $20. Thank you for the $5. You guys are awesome. Look, possible inverted here that could save the day. And now you're looking for divergences. You're looking for all types of stuff. And you do see this, this is a bit of a bearish divvy in my mind. Kind of flat at this point, but it's not slightly bearish div. This is an uptrend. But here is not really an uptrend, It's definitely a downtrend. See that? And that's bearish divvy right there, So, and you're overbought. I'd have to say you're coming down to this channel, to at least the bottom of the channel, right here. This area right here. And, you just pray that the 50-minute makes a right shoulder and gets you out. That's kind of like, and so the 15-minute can do amazing things if you stick with it and watch it a lot and get to know it. It can teach you a lot. Like right now, it's getting overbought, and we should go lower, but the 50-minute's getting overbought, and I know when the 50-minute gets overbought, it tries to fight. It tries to fight, and it's making a bit of a funky flag here, see? And it does have a measured move to the upside, so you can't count this out. See, everyone says, no, you say two different things. No, I say all this. I just give you all your options that are coming your way, okay? Now, you end up coming back up on the 15. So this is why the Stokes are beautiful. We could end up letting go and dumping, which is awesome. That's very possible, and that could coincide with the dump. So you want to see this flag break down. But if the flag fights and stays sideways, and this kind of also starts to make a move up, and this comes back up, what you want to see is this break these highs to the left. If you don't break these highs and you go up, or you do a fake out breakout, you're coming back down, and then bearish retest, and then so that could start the short right there. It could be a beautiful short but the 15 minutes should be above the overbought regions when I start my short. I do not like to start shorts down here, on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got to be up about, I would start a short up here when the 50 minutes overbought in this region with the M starting to short, right? Boom. Not down here. Not where we're getting. This is where I would open up a long. So I'm watching the 50-minute now for Bitcoin because anything is possible. I'm open-minded to believe, and I've seen it too. I've been so committed that the 1 hour is going to dump. Oh no, the 1 hour is guaranteed to dump. It's oversold and we're going down. And yes, it's very likely. You have tweezer tops. It's very likely you're going to get a dump on the 1 hour. It is. But you must let the 15-minute play out first. And I learned this the hard way. All right. And you could be making, look, a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. We could even zoom in here to the 5-minute and just kind of see what you're seeing. Kind of a diamond pattern in there, right? Like a little bit of a mini diamond. Messy, right? You're making this funky little channel, though. You must just respect this little bullish rectangle, right? Flag for Bitcoin. So right now, everyone wants to know what Bitcoin's going to do. Right now, it's going sideways in a flag on the 15-minute, all right? About to get oversold. Can it flip? So the 50 minutes is an interesting time frame. It'll give you a frame of reference of where Bitcoin's going to go. Can we get all the lovers of life here? Everyone that felt good. Did you feel good? Did you wake up today? You had a blast? If you did, hit that like button. It would be awesome. 497 people on the live, 282 likes. You can blast us to 500 or 600 viewers on a Saturday night. If you get the likes up to the watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. And you're blast us to 500 right now. I see the likes starting to soar. 283, 285, 290, 300. Oh my God, they're moving at the speed of light. I can't even believe it. You guys are amazing. What's for dinner? Shout out to everybody here. Dinner was last night. It was amazing. Today I'm going to eat the end of a bagel and go to bed with a banana, Super chats. Axie, do the dab dance move. A Beefy and Yearn Finance. He's busy with lawsuits, Joshua. Play-Doh Farm. Can you look at it? Play-Doh Farm. We looked at Play-Doh. Could you look at link, please? I'm at Bubba Canoes right now, grabbing me a burrito. Bubba Coos. Mr. Hart teaches. That's awesome, man. Those likes better be higher when I make it back from these pizzas. Shout out to OC Benji. Thank you so much. Hey, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So we're looking at this flag on the 15. Likely to play up to the upside based on the 21-day moving average touching price and the stochastics being oversold. However, we are at that point. We showed you we're at that resistance point, and we haven't get above it here. We got resistance here, and we're at it again. So we're going to watch this closely for a move to the upside. But right now, I'm watching the 15-minute. 1 hour is bearish. 15-minute is bearish. 1 hour and 4 hour both somewhat bearish. 4 hours trying to do this funny little flip move to the upside here. But right now, I'm seeing tweezer tops on the 4 hour, and the 1 hour is overbought with trying to make a bearish curve to the downside here. So all odds on the 15. And why is that? Because many times I thought I was a smart man, smarty pants, and 1 hour and the 4 hour I shorted without looking at the 15-minute, and I saw that they threw a Hail Mary in the 15. Now we could easily just get the dump like we got here to the downside. Anything is possible tonight, okay? And that's why you watch this closely. Am I going to make a play on Bitcoin at the moment? I don't really know. It's indecisive. Low volume on a Saturday night? No. I don't. Like 2 nights ago when we were in the falling wedge and we nailed it, like some days it's a lot clearer to see. You can see exactly what's happening. You can nail it, just to shelve them out. How about Gala? Every morning helps so much. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Could you look at link, please? Bubba Coos. I want to eat a Bubba Coos. The Universe Women watching the moon. The Universe Women watching the moon. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Do you mostly use the 50-minute Stokes for entry? I do use the 50-minute Stokes for entry, but I make sure the other time frames look substantially scrumptious, if that's a good alliteration for you. Sweet, substantially scrumptious, seemingly... Real life drinks citrus. Real lifers drink citrus all day long with the lemon water. Dobas make you think that just because everyone is talking about the inverse head and shoulders the last few days, market makers could make us dump. Just because everyone has a bullish sentiment. I'll tell you what, I like what you're saying. I don't go with the flow. I just take it one day at a time, and I'm telling you, this is a rising wedge. You're getting overbought on the 4 hour. How much more can you go? It all depends if you can break resistance. And that's why that 21,750 is so important to me. That previous high volume node, I'd love to see us just break above it right here and get a candle close above it. And then we can go for our next big moment here is 23,000. Then we would be going for this area, okay? A little Lumineers a day keeps the depression away. It does. It really does. How do you think I wake up every single day feeling good, every day motivated, every day to rock your socks off, to slam a jamma, bama, and mama, and keep it moving? Yeah, I did it. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And look, GMT is just banging on them. It's going parabolico. And what's crazy is when you have a rising wedges break out parabolically. Look at now, it's up huge. We gave it's up 60% now on the day and blasting forward. Only 19% they say, but I mean, this is the 50-minute chart. And we gave it to you here, here, and here. And then you could have charted it yourself and find your own way. I gave it to you guys 3 times in a row, all over GMT 3L. Basically the best coin to trade in the last 4 or 5 days. Just produce gains over and over and over and over again. How you could have traded this? You meant to go to the smaller time frame, 7-minute time frame, and seeing that it was making this flag with low stochastics, and just been like, I'm all over this little flag here for a move to the upside, and bang. I mean, she was gone, baby, gone. GMT 3L to the upside. Does FITFI follow it? You never know. VEGA. One thing about VEGA, I'll show you. We had VEGA here. It's also forming a little flag on the 7. I had VEGA here. But again, if too many people take a same trade and we all put a stop loss here, we'll create a liquidity grab. And I think that's kind of what happened. You can see they went right to the liquidity grab area and then would bring the price right back up to the spot. So, but it is what it is, a stop out on the price action. That's why sometimes I may heed from doing this, putting this here, and just be putting, hey, put your stops below the line. So you guys have to choose your own places, because that way we won't have like a conglomerated area of, you know, volume to get kind of eaten alive. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. If you don't worry about it. You'll figure it out one day. Let's take a look at True on the 7-minute time frame too. Can this get a little bit of a scalp? Trade's looking scrumptious on the move. CRV was good. Let's take a look at those super chats. You were the first person I saw drew the inverted head and shoulder, and you even published a chart on it on TradingView and released a video with it drawn weeks ago. That's my team, man. My team is like, nah, man, it was Lifer, man. It was Lifer, man. I mean, we're the first. We go over so much, so it would make sense. We never take a day off, and we go over the chart every single day, and I do multiple Bitcoin updates for my live stream people, so it would make sense, like, that we would see something, you know. Possible move for Bitcoin inverted head and shoulder 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. See that? 2 weeks ago. Kind of crazy. That's a bigger version of it, though. We even thought the Dow could be in an inverted, and it was. It ended up playing out. Breaking to the upside. This is on January 12th. That's nuts, though. Yeah. Funny. But you can do projections in here. It's pretty cool. Silico trying to make a retest back to the upside here. Got slammed and jammed. Cat was a nice call. Let me show you Cat. I looked at it for a few days. It was tight. It was in a descending triangle. Nonetheless, 50-50 shot of a break to the upside. This would bang on you for 22% gains for Cat. K-A-T. And I'm almost positive I put out Cat. Let me take a look here. I just like to double check myself. You guys should too. This one guy was in the chat running the schmouth. Running the schmouth over here. Possible 15-minute on here. But look, watch Cat. Was that the 15-minute scalp here? Yeah, watch Cat here booming on the 15-minute, and this thing would just continue to boom to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. It's craziness. Fade is interesting because it has a workable project, like, and it's getting like more and more recognition, and people know about it. However, you can see everything's gonna follow this Bitcoin move. Like, everything's like this. This is the Bitcoin idea. See, Bitcoin's in the same. You know, they might not be exactly the same, but Bitcoin's in the same idea. Okay. What does Bitcoin do tonight? Let's take a look at total market cap and see what that's brewing. That's gonna also give us a little bit of insight into the market. Total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Important that we look at it a lot, as much as we can. Again, it's also in that inverted head and shoulder. It's also making that idea. It's got a bit, look, but this has, it's actually closer to the region of a more substantial breakout than Bitcoin is, because if it gets above this, it can make a move. And that's psychological, $950 billion, right? So we can break above $950 billion. That's going to be a big deal. However, the 1 hour is overbought. What we're going to need is like some type of miraculous throw. We need the 50-minute to do something awesome. We need the 50-minute to do it, to break out of this. And honestly, it's getting oversold and making a flag, which is a bullish sign. Right now, I'm getting bullish vibes on the total market cap because we're curving back to the upside and we stayed in a flag. Now, we could see anything could happen. But right now, that's a bullish sign. And does that break us back above 950 billion? 964 billion. Yes, it does. That would get us above this support, this resistance. Look at it. Heavy resistance right here. And that's been like kind of our like resistance, dump. We get back above that. We could start to dig ourselves out of this hole, possibly. I don't like how the 4 hours getting overbought with that flip, though. I don't like the 22, and I don't like the daily. I'll tell you that. 12 hour, overbought as well. 8 hour, getting overbought. 6 hour, getting overbought. I mean, every single time frame. And you're in a rising wedge, technically. Okay? Like, if you look at it this way. And these break to the downside 68% of the time, and you have multiple big time frames. So, I mean, everyone wants to know what Bitcoin's going to do. In my opinion, the most likely scenario is we break out, make people that don't understand good TA. Like, we understand. We see the 22 overbought. We see all these time frames overbought. Now, it's more in and we see the rising wedge, and we're at resistance. We know we're at the high volume node, all that craziness. So people that don't know all that, they're going to see green candles. They're going to jump in and long. Maybe some other people are going to take this as a signal to long, even people that do know their TA. I believe that will be a bull trap. And we'll come back down here for a double bottom at 17,500 and bounce at $797 billion. That's the most likely scenario. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. For me, that's the most likely scenario. Fake out, come back down, and you want to get like a bearish retest of this area and a dump to the downside, you know? Not saying it's guaranteed, but just something to think about and keep on the radar, right? They're not going to go up. They're not going to go down without going up first, you know? Remember when he told you it was likely Ape was going to make a bit of a move and make a comeback? People were like, nah, Ape's going to dump. Well, here's our Ape call right here, up 33.33%, and it nailed it. Look at this. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into Ape 3L for the gains. And it got, honestly, this is the channel to be on. This is the trading group to be at because we don't take days off. It's simple. And you can see it. You can go through like he was here yesterday, he was here the day before. And everyone's like, that's unhealthy. You need to take a day off. But that's just what my competitors say. You know, they want me to take a day off, but it's just not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen, man. Why is this doing this? Like, I think I did call it API 3 when I put it out or something silly. This is weird today. I'm like not finding things properly, which stinks. But I remember drawing this beautifully, staying with this, being like, watch Ape 3L. This thing banged for 33%, and I believe it could go up even more. However, look, the 6 hours overbought. That's when I take profits. Like, I don't get greedy. It's a nice play to the upside for Ape 3L. I mean, bang, bang, bang. I try to find out, too. Look, I can even see, when did we put this out? Ape 3L, somewhere around the 23rd, right? So let's just go to that live stream. So today's the 25th, right? So here was yesterday's live right there and here. So we should have gone over this on the 23rd, right? Which is right here. Show me Ape 3L. Show me Ape 3L. Did I call it? There it is. All right. So just showing you, you're at the live stream, just like you're at right now. You're watching the live stream, and you're like, all right, what does this guy say about Ape 3L? Let's take a look. Come on, don't buffer on me. Just show me this. Show me the moves. Show me the moves, baby. Show me the moves for Ape 3L. And this is like, the tension is high. Is he a fool? Is he, did he say the right thing? Is he full of old shoes? We're going to find out right now. The CRYPTOLIFER holding himself accountable on the live. Come on. Come on. Do I have too many windows open? Let me see. I could close fiat week. I don't need 2 fiats. That should give me the jump. That should really give me the move that I need, that render space. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give us 720 and, make it happen. Come on. I really want to see, too, because, I remember putting it out. It's like I can't stand when, the history isn't sitting there. Come on. This is like torture right now. Just not giving me the render space, huh? You're not going to give me the render space, huh? What if I close this window? What if I close this window? What if I close my Twitter? What if I close my other Twitter? If I close this photo bomb. Anyway, I know we went over this. I know I have this in a cup and handle with a move to the upside. Look at the Sammy cup and handy for Ape 3L too. And I talked about it when they sold off all the NFTs down here. I was like, I think this would be a good play because it got sold off so much. And bang, 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 it would make a move to the upside. Come on. Refresh the page. I refuse to believe it's not going to give me that love right now. Come on. 480 just is not going to look good. I mean, just give me 480. Give me something. That sucks. What if I close this window too? My live stream window, though, that's like the one I need the most. Anyway, let's get the music back and running. Let's get back into the zone. I got obsessed with like trying to get it on, but it's not happening. It's not happening. I like to find similar, but then like, I don't know. You know. That works. The playback is being short by restarting your device. Not gonna give it to me. Not gonna do it. But I know it's there. I know it's there. I know it's there. Anyway. A3L for gains. GMTL for gains. SAN3L for massive gains. Look, you can even see that. That's a cup and handle to the upside. 42%. And this is GMT. Remember, I actually put GMT in a cup and handle. And see that we were trading GMT 3L, but look at that. It nailed the cup and handle. Like, that's why they call it Sammy Cup and Handy. There's a reason, man. GMT for the gains, man. That's crazy. GMT for gains, man. Unreal. And that was on like the 24th or the 23rd, you know? And I can't explain why. We just go over so many coins, and then I see the cup and handle. I'm like, well, that looks pretty good to me. Right here, look, 622. I got this cup and handle drawn for GMT at 75 cents. I think this is the same one. It's just in a smaller time frame, you know? Let's take a look here. Yeah, 75 cents. That was it right there. And so you can see it was posted in the trading group. I don't know. I mean, I like to show this stuff, but on 6/22/22, there I posted 20, and then we proceeded to just completely annihilate these trades over and over again by trading the 3L token and taking it for massive gains. You know, shout out to my whole crew and my whole team. Unbelievable. But that's what happened. GMT to the upside. So we teach you how to do this in the trading group. We teach you how to find support and resistance, how to map out your trade, how to see tight moving averages, 200 moving average, all that fun stuff. Falling wedges break up to the upside. We find coins. We know which coins are hot. We know which coins have volume going in. We search. We find. We give you so many other ideas, options. There's so many things going on in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here. 622 people. We got 4 more or 5 more people today alone on a Saturday. Unbelievable. People jumping on into the trading group. Thank you so much for being here. If you just jumped into the trading group, please go to the boot camp immediately. First thing you got to do is go to the boot camp. There's videos there that most people are charging thousands of dollars for. Jump on into that and immediately get on in there. And also, please watch this. One inspirational quote I do want to say is, you're on the greatest journey. It'll be over before you know it. And if you stick with it and you achieve financial freedom, you will miss the days when you were finding your way. For once you're there, you will realize it was in fact the hard time and those emotions that push you to become great. Never stop becoming the greatest version of yourself. Never, lifers, never. Keep it going always, 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 always. Fight through there's going to be so many things in your way. People are going to hate on you. Loved ones are not going to treat you right. You're going to feel abandoned, hurt. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't always seem like you're on the right path, but as long as you stay strong and just keep pushing, man, I'm telling you right now, life will come. But look at that cup and handle to the upside for GMT. Shout out to anyone that wrote it up. And we took GMT3 out more than once, 3 times, over and over and over again. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Let's jump on into those super chats. Bro, I have 500. That's all I want. Tell me. I would never tell you what to do, man. Don't ever ask me again. I'll kick you off the stream. You ask me one more time. I recommend VeChain, Dogelon Mars, Elon, Mana. Do your own research. Dogelon Mars. Super chats. Axie. Let's take a look at Axie. Infinity. And we were trading that beautifully too. So 6 hours trying to flip on you right there, but everything's going to follow Bitcoin somewhat closely. Right? That's something we have to make it really clear. Like, as good as the chart looks, if Bitcoin dumps, it's going to dump these coins, you know? So 4 hours trying to flip up. All right, take a look at your daily. Daily's going to kind of tell you what you're at. You're overbought on your daily, and you didn't get above resistance. So, like, you have resistance. So for me, it's like, I don't really, you know, you got this move up. I like to take profit at resistance, personally. That has to break back above and get support there for me to even consider it, like, you know, like something like worthwhile. Kind of forming this falling wedge, really. It's not the best, but it's all you got, you know. You got a little bit of bullish divergence there. You're hoping the daily can just bounce here and not go any lower than this support. You don't want to see it kind of retest the bottom again. Maybe make a giant double bottom That could happen as well. So the daily's not looking too great, right? It's not in your favor. The 1 hour also not looking too great. Bit of an M pattern, no? A lower low too, and you couldn't get above the previous high. So, and yeah, it's kind of like what Bitcoin's doing. But then, so everyone's watching this flag on the 15, just like this. See, everyone's watching. See, isn't that weird? It's like everyone's just watching the same pattern on the 15 for Bitcoin. It's really going to kind of tell you what's going to happen to any blue chip coin. Can we break on out and break to the previous high? Even if we do that, that could end up confirming some bearish divvy. Like this could break up like this. And then the RSI could break up, but the RSI could break up not even as high as the previous one, like something like up to here. And then we'd have bearish divergence. And that could still show a downside. It just could be a breach up just to get people in to a long, you know, kind of. So I'd watch Axie because it's kind of it's a coin that's going to be directly influenced by Bitcoin. I mean, 90% are, but every once in a while you have small, tiny micro cap gems that can pump on KuCoin. Axie's not one of those. It has too much money in it. It's known. It's going to move with the way Bitcoin moves. All right. All right, so that's Axie. I'd be watching this real close. It is a bit of an M. Again, it's making the rising wedge that Bitcoin was in a way, right? See? And 68% chance that rising wedge breaks to the downside. You also have to look at shoulder ahead, possible right shoulder, and that could just continue to collapse to the downside too. So I'd watch that 15-minute. If it stays bearish, I'd be looking for a break out of this to the downside for Axie, all right? I mean, the 3 Ls were great for 2-3 days straight, so what do you think? I mean, it's time to trade the 3 S's. That's how I look at it. You get enough one way, it's time to get enough the other way. I mean, same thing for Solana. You did break above this point of control, but you're in a rising wedge for Solana. And I'm just more bearish on it than I am bullish based on what I'm seeing. You're overbought on the 1 hour. You're getting overbought on the 4 hour. 4 hour has some legs, actually, which is interesting. But you're getting extremely overbought on the daily. The daily time frame for Solana says, no way, Jose. You know? And you're at resistance, and you didn't break above the previous high. So are you coming for a double bottom? Are you going to break down off this node? You're looking for bounces up 37, you know, and 30, 39, 37, or you're heading all the way back down to 32. All right, from there, we'll reassess the situation for Solana, but not looking too healthy right now. 4 hours, all right, though. 4 hours not the worst thing right now. Right now, you have to contend with the 1 hour. Again, you're in that same flag that everything else is in with the low 15 minutes. You can see how everything is controlled by Bitcoin. Like, I mean, the 15-minute is suggesting you're about to get a breakout, though. To me, I feel like it's just going to be a fake-out breakout. Like all coins are going to pump, little boom, boom, and then the dump is going to occur. But anything is possible. I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't like to say I know. I'm just watching it closely. So you can see how closely related Axie Infinity and Solana are. Now we're going to look at Sand, and you're probably going to get the same exact story. And now you go back, wait, I understand. Wow, now I'm understanding what this guy's saying here. You know, this one's a little off, a little different, but for the most part, pretty much the same, you know, same scenario. It's got a little nicer of a channel there, okay? But bigger picture, you're extremely overbought again. You've had a huge pump. Price action is away from the 21-day moving average, likely to come back to it, you know. What I've been saying to everybody on Solana is it going to make this shoulder, this head, and another right shoulder to save itself? Or is it, you know, I pulled a fib on it. We had it in this falling wedge all the way to the downside. Sorry, Sand. Now, amazing project. Had a nice pump recently. Like, and we traded Sand 3L on a nice little flag not too long ago off the 15-minute. Now, it went from 77 to 128. I mean, almost made a 100% gain. You can say that's pretty outrageously awesome, right? And it got above this resistance, which is nice. So you need a bounce. Like, you need a bounce, really, off of 112, you know. You don't want to see Sand below $1 again. If it does that, this is a complete fake out, just kind of like coaxing people into the trade for no reason, get people excited, and kind of just weighing away. At this point, you're at the top of the channel. You didn't really do anything amazing, and the daily's still overbought on the stochastics. You didn't break above the previous highs. Like, I tell everyone this all the time, and it's a pretty simple strategy. If you get above and start to curl here and you don't get above the previous high, it's likely you're going to roll to the downside, okay? However, you are super far away from the 21 and the 200 on the other side, like on the upside down time frame. You know, when you flip it upside down, it says you should get a bounce back to the 200 at least, even if you continue to the downside. So you also see some bullish divergence here on sand. The bottom was 77. Do we go any lower? I don't know. This is a beautiful project. I would accumulate definitely anywhere near the lows, even if we start doing something like this, because like you have to understand that if you've been through a bear market like I have, like you don't just come out of this usually. You take a long time for accumulation, and you might pump, come down, pump, and you kind of like round your way out of this. Then you make a cup and handle, then you start bouncing. Now we could get this huge bounce, and anything is possible. I'm always open-minded, but this is something I would DCA in on a low bowl, like on a bear bowl. I believe this project is going to be around a long time. It has too many people invested in it. You got Snoop Dogg, you have Vans, you have The Walking Dead, you have some of the biggest names in the game that have committed to the sand and the sandbox whole idea. So sand's going to be around. Holding some sand, I think, is substantial. However, sand was 4 cents. It already kind of did its thing in a way. I'd be looking for something different, but you never know. We're going to jump into Beefy. Beefy's hard to find because Beefy's like, let me take a look. You kind of have to like look at Beefy on, I believe, a decentralized exchange, but we'll make sure. BEEFY. Shout out to people asking about Beefy Finance, Yearn Finance, getting back into DeFi. I'm happy to see that DeFi is kind of making waves back again. And there's your Beefy Finance. Let's take a look at Beefy. $447 a coin. And it has a Binance smart contract address, a HO, Phantom, a Polygon, an Avalanche, and a Celo. It's pretty nice to see it multi-chain like that. That's something you really want to see. Let's head on over to Dex Screener. Dex Screener is going to be your place to be if you're going to be getting into decentralized coins. All right, Dex Screener really is going to be the place to be getting into decentralized coins. It's where you can copy and paste your contract address and just get busy. So we're going to do that right now for Beefy Finance, and we're going to take a look at Beefy on the charts. Okay, so Beefy on the charts it's been kind of regaining some strength, which is awesome. It was down to 288, went all the way back up to 494, even on a spike of 556, dang near an entire 100% gain for Beefy. So we've been seeing some movement this week in the altcoin space, which has been fun, right? And they've been fun to trade. If anyone's been around in our trading group, there's been gains to be had, and it's been different, all right? Bit of a cup and handle here. See this? Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Bit of a cup and handle there. Could we get a move back to the top of the channel? That's what we're looking for. That's what we want. Bang. And then a bounce here off the top. All right. Just definitely something that would be, pretty nice to see. All right. It is in a channel. Let's just throw on a couple indicators. Just type in RSI if you're doing this on the fly. And all you need is your Stokes. For me, I need Stokes and RSI. They're good enough for me. Oversold in that 15-minute, trying to get a bit of a bounce. 4 hour, 1 hour. Very similar, like falling. Yeah, the 4 hour is good, but the 1 hour isn't. It's interesting, right? Defying Bitcoin, though, like the Bitcoin's high on the 4 hour. Look at your daily. Daily's getting overbought. So you're hoping you can get a push up here on the 4 hour, and when the daily comes down, you kind of stay above this point of control here at 419, 400 area, right? Where you had this resistance and this resistance. You'd like to get a bounce there, or at the very least, a bounce off 350. You don't want to go lower than 350. It is making a rising wedge. I just be careful. The whole market could take a huge, bigger dump. I'm weary. Anything could happen. I don't know if Bitcoin's going to go up or down. I'm open-minded, right? I do look more of like I'm leaning towards a short on that 4 hour time frame. And I'm watching the 15-minute to confirm the short, okay? But and that's Beefy Finance in a bit of a beefy nutshell. Shout out to you guys for the super chats. Thank you for coming on in. Throw your hand in the air, cup like you don't care. You're funny. Okay. My baby Nakamoto Games. All the way down to 900. Siéntate. Hey. Wow, look how low it got, man. Support needs to hold. Did it hold? No, it did not, right? NAKA trying some bullish divergence on the daily. But look at that. Like, is it dead? I mean, if it can't get above here and the daily's getting high. Wow. NAKA went up like 50% in like 5 days, but still, I mean, these are weak rallies, everybody. You got to get above previous highs. Like when you rally, you got to mean it. Like, you got to get above that line, at least above the previous resistance, to be taken any bit seriously at all, you know, at the very least. So looking at Zilliqua, see if it could make a bit of a move here. Kind of flopped and hopped and flopped, right? But it's still holding the channel. It's funny, if you put it up here, it's like still holding this channel and trying to flip back up on the 15. It's quite interesting. Still fighting the move there. Zilliqua. Ferrum Network on my radar, getting tight. You can see it just getting tight. I just throw these out there and I start watching them, but it's getting very, very tight. Ferrum Network. And shout out to everybody following me on Twitter. Twitter's blowing up. I can't believe it. We seem to be just having a blast on Twitter lately. People are retweeting, talking, it's been fun. So follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. 6,075 followers. We've reached 6,000 and more. Jump on in, right? Bitcoin signs of a giant move. Exciting times. 517. That's us live right now. Wow. I'm actually live right now on Twitter. It's regurgitating itself. That's nuts. Yeah. That played. It's funny, I couldn't get the other thing to play, the ape call. But I'll find it at the end of the live and I'll post it back to the group, you know. So Ferrum on my network. ROSN was on I was looking at that yesterday. Look at that thing. Bang, bang, bang. So look at you taking this call. ROSN up 15%. You know, you could say even if you didn't go to the wick, 12% gains for ROSN. ROSN. What made me pick ROSN? I was Googling it, looking at it, found out what it was like, all right, you know. Yesterday at 7:15 in the group, I said possible scalp for ROSN. I can hear myself right there. Possible scalp for ROSN, you know, 4%, nothing crazy. And boom, 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 look what it would do. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. We'll put a before and after on that, 12% gains, and actually still holding pretty nicely above a previous high. ROSN, Rosion Finance. So, you know, wherever it happened to Max Arrow, remember MXW. We're trading Max Arrow. It was consolidating tightly. You made a bit of a flag there. Shoulder head into shoulder, a little messy. Still on the flag. Everything's watching Bitcoin tonight, too. It's a little sketchy of a night. Bitcoin's got some indecision to it for sure. It's not when I just jump into a trade like, yeah, you know. Definitely something you hold back on here a little bit. Okay. Slap that on a shirt. What do we slap it on a shirt, Gina? Thank you, Sam, for doing what you do. Thank you for the twits. Thank you for the Twitter tweets, man. Shouting out to all the crypto lifers in the house. Strength and honor. Shout out to Joshua Carrero. Where's Bookmap showing for Bitcoin? I got to get Bookmap up and running. When I get home, I have it up tomorrow night. I cycled through a couple of different crypto YouTubers, and I think I've landed on my favorite so far, the Lifer. Shout out to Broke Badani. You're the man, dude. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to go through the charts every single day. I'm not going to take a day off. We're going to give you everything we can. 9 in the morning, watching the Lifer. You got to do what you got to do, Kava Kid. If you have a Twitch account, please follow Crypto Lifer there as well. If you don't have an account, then make one and follow him. Anyway, guys, go to Twitch. Help us monetize on Twitch. It'll really, really help. If you have a Theta account, please follow Crypto Lifer there as well. If you don't have an account, make one at Theta. Make one at Theta. Make one at Twitch. Let's get the movement going, baby. Lifer for life. Shout out to Macro. Not looking good. Yeah, the macro doesn't look good at all. I have a goldfish memory when I chat. Shout out to Gina Bombina in the house. Tweeting up the tweets, man. When I tweet, you tweet, I tweet. Let's take a look at YFI. Do the dab move. What's a good BTC alt pair to DC into? Not financial advice. Well, I remember looking at SANDBTC not too long ago, and I was like, SANDBTC, everyone, that's going to be the move. And it was super low on the weekly, and I'm like, all right, I like this idea. They don't have a SANDBTC pair on KuCoin, only on Binance? I know I remember doing this, and I was looking at it, and I was like, this would be the play. See, I had it right here, yeah, and I was like, this would be the move. I said you would make 1,000% gains on your Bitcoin. And look, even just taking the idea, one Bitcoin thrown into this trade when it was breaking out with the divergence would already be up almost, 40% on that Bitcoin. 1.4 Bitcoin out of one Bitcoin, And look, the two ones that we're into, APE3L and GMT3L, biggest gainers of the night. It's crazy. And the lifers are all over them with beautiful support and resistance, beautiful technical analysis, 200-day moving average, bouncing off the price action on the 100-day. Savvy cup and Andy to the upside with the square. It's just... Congratulations to everybody, man. We had the cup and handle on GMT. Highest gainer of the night, too, as well. As you can see, 8, we talked about bouncing back. Nuts. Someone asked about DEGO yesterday. Actually had a bit of a move. And look, my man found the screenshot for me from APE3L. Look, my team did it for me because they were like, we got you, bro. And there we are, making the move right there. Screenshot. Sean, make a before and after if you can. I'll post the after for you. Use that screenshot before and after. But we nailed that. No stop loss got hit. Beautiful market structure. Bang, bang, bang for APE3L. Bang, bang, bang. And just showing up to the live. You don't even have to pay the 99 and be on the trading group. Just show up to the live stream, and you can smell what the chef is cooking. Just by showing up to the live stream, you can smell what the chef is cooking straight up. That apple pie out the window, or that lasagna baked with layers, and you just might want to get a piece. And after you get a bite, you just might want to come in and sit for dinner. That's joining the Discord. Jump on into the Discord today. We don't bite. We actually love you. We'll give you a big hug. We'd love to see you in there. Bang, bang, bang. Let's get it to 625 by the end of the live stream. I know 3 beautiful people want to jump on in right now. I can see it happen right now. Like that. Like that. No, I'm just messing with you. Yo, we live, baby. Shout out to Subculture. I can smell it now, lifer. Bitcoin moving. Let's take a look back at BTC on that 15-minute chart. We're watching Bitcoin again on the 15 minutos. And there it is, trying to make that move out of the 50-minute flag. See? It is pushing up, but how much can it push? Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder action, bit of a sloppy double bottom. Hey, don't go there. Oh my gosh. Hey. No, wait. Hey. So can Bitcoin push to the upside? 50 minutes suggesting it can. However, it's at this just hard-bodied resistance area that it's just been having an extremely hard time getting above. So this zone just really, it doesn't want to give up the zone, you know? It just doesn't. It's like you're looking for a bounce, really, off 21,150, you know? But wow, you did 21,500 now. You're getting a bit of a move. Bitcoin's getting tossed up. Just sloppy, though, you know? And is it a breakout or is it a real move, you know? So this is that flag that we showed you on the 15-minute, on the 100 other charts, but... And see, other traders, they can show you like points of control. This is where I believe it is, blah, 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 blah. I have trading styles that can trap price action live. So you're going to see me constantly on this live, always watching price action with a live price trap. Like, what does it do here? If it does this, then I can flip this. If it does that, then I flip that. I have 2 scenarios. I looked at the daily. I looked at the weekly. I looked at the 2-week. We even looked at the 7-minute. We flashed the 5-minute. We've gone through multiple time frames from small to big to kind of break down just a vision of what we think is happening right now and where we could be going later on. We also have a projection of an M right here. This is an M with an M on the side. This is an M with an M on the side, baby. A little bit of M on the side. See this? An M with a little bit of an M on the side action. So something to think. Sitting on my hands till next week. Oh my God. I'm dead zero. Bah, you're funny. Let's take a look at YFI and do the dab dance. I did the dude. This is the dab. I did the dude dab. I did it like 7 times. All right. So I definitely covered that on the Super Chats on a Saturday night. And we keep it fun on a Saturday night. I always got a Bitcoin hoodie. We try to keep it hoodie on a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Not so formal. We're having fun here. 3 hits to the high. It's doing that nice, slow, steady rise and fall, but now staying up on the buy ceiling. It's about to break it today or tomorrow. Can anyone tell me how to join the CryptoLifer Discord? Yeah, there's a link at the bottom of the video, and you can hit it, and it'll take you to the Discord. From there, you can join Me6 immediately. You could also join with Patreon, but we like the Me6 better. Super Chat, USDT 4-hour dumping. That's fire. Thank you, DJ Porter Rock, for the Super Chat. Do you ever notice how boring the mods in the channel are? They're all professional in their channels. I don't know what channels are. Is there doing a nice, slow, steady rise? Anyone tell me how to join the Discord? A swing and a dive, deep left out. A swing and a dive, deep left out. Way, got it. He's back to the back of the green wall. And it's gone for Dustin Pedroia. It's his 458th home run. This is the 17th time he's done that in this park. Unbelievable. Bring it home, David Poppy. David Poppy. Bring it home, Poppy. David Ortiz. In my opinion, we need Michael Pa to pump up the cryptocurrency, Sam. We do, though. We do. We need Michael Pa back up in there. Can we see 24K and then a dump all the way down to 15K? We could. Anything is possible. Super chats are still open. I've been sitting on my hands for months. Sent an email tonight to get this started. Can't wait to get into the group. Shout out to Sam Tomlinson. Jump on in, man. You will absolutely love it. Can't wait to see you in immediately. Sitting on my hands till next week. Justin Burdick. Shout out to Justin Burdick, man. Jump on in, dude. Don't sit on your hands in sloppy second. Shout out to Michael Horrifica. I love it. I love it. It's a sloppy double bottom. It is. Don't go there. Don't go there. Man brought sound effects. I got it. I just checked my email again. Okay. I recommend do Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Sham, check it out, man. Volume coming in on SHIB. It could break out and up into no man's land. It looks good. Bitcoin move. So look, Bitcoin did pop. Made a little bit of a move, but again, it's not a strong move. And all it does is show me bearish div. What that pop did is just give me bearish div. You got swing up to swing up here. Swing down to swing down on the RSI. You know, I got to say I'm overall bearish on the move at 21,500 area. Overall bearish. Let me take a look at Bitcoin 3S real quick. Let me jump on out of here for a second and just see what the counter instrument looks like so we can just see, you know, what do we want to do here? Bearish divergence just confirmed on the 15-minute. That's over. It is what it is. It's probably time to get into the shorts. It's time to get into the shorts. And again, I could be 100% wrong. Nothing is guaranteed at any given moment in time. I could say this, and Bitcoin could pump all the way to the upside out of nowheres. We could see a massive move for Bitcoin to the upside. However, if Bitcoin dumps, I'm looking at Matic 3S for the short. Closely, I'm looking at GMT, the one we just took up. Looking at that for a short back to the upside possibly, right? So you can see that the MACD is about to turn on you. This could flip back bullish. You see a little bit of bullish divergence here. Not perfect. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour has a slight bullish, more exaggerated. It's a little flat, but you are double bottoming here. Suggesting that can you double bottom and make a move back to the upside for the short? The 1 hour looks really nice, right? The 4 hour has some room pointing down, but it could flip on you. So yeah, the 1 hour and, you know, interesting. Even just trading the 1 hour falling wedge here, double bottom back to the upside is an idea. So see what the gains are out of that. Clean that up a little bit. If this does hold a double bottom, I get a candle to close here. 33 minutes. Look, 33 on the 33. 33 minutes and 24 seconds. This candle. How did I do that? If you right-click this area, you can do countdown to bar close. And it's going to give you that information so you can see when the bar is going to close. Super important, okay? Morning, Sam. EGLD. Shout out to Bharat Bhatia. Thank you so much for the 449 bots. And let me take a look at EGLD for the man. Much respect to you and yours. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Cup and Handle and Frankie Candle's collaboration going to be dope. Find your people. FYP. These guys are my people. Shout out to Crypto Billy 111, man. Thank you, Crypto Billy. We love you, man. Thank you for jumping on into the live and being happy. Calder FTM. Funny. Calder for the win. My man, Calder Ronster. So funny. That throughout, but didn't want to push it. Super chat, USD dumping. We'll look at that. Yeah, the 4 hour dumping on USD. Yeah, GMT3 has been getting wrecked. Might be getting, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That's why we've been trading GMT3 out, man. You know. So could you get a bounce? Oh, yeah, I was looking at the possible price action move here for Bitcoin. And you don't have to trade every night. Some nights it's more indecisive. It's like, so this would have to hold a double bottom. We have to get a 1 hour candle closer, the 15-minute at least, above the zone. We don't want to see anything go lower than this. All right, we do see, look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. We do see the bullish divergence on the 15, and we just confirmed bearish divergence on Bitcoin which tells me that this is more likely to play in our favor to the upside on this 1 hour time frame, but anything is possible. So if I had to look 333333, that's pretty weird. 2.633333. Is that like a sign like it's time to long? If I had to play anything, I think it's more likely this is going to break up to the upside. Am I going to play it tonight? I don't know. Saturday night, low volume. I don't force myself into a trade if I don't have to. I don't have to force a trade. It doesn't have to be. We also traded GMT so nicely, and we made some gains the last few days. Woke up to Zilliqua too. So I don't force anything that I don't need to force. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to make trades. You don't have to be in a trade. Not like, oh, I must be in a trade right now. Take it easy, one step at a time, you know? Wow, Solve banged us. SOV banging on him, though. Like, Demetria. Look at True. We talked about True breaking out here on the 1 hour time frame in a bit of a flag here. Look at that thing starting to move now. Look at this. True up 7% in a bit of a flag here. True. TRU. Interesting. Okay. I hope Tom Brady gets traded to Miami Dolphins soon. Never going to happen, man. Never. Thanks for showing up and bringing those good vibrations day in and day out. Edgeware looks juicy on the 4 hour. We'll take a look at Edgeware. Thank you for saying that. Let's take a look at EGLD and look at True Up. Bang, bang. Starting to make a bit of a move on my radar. It actually has more moves, too, on the 1 hour. Just getting started. I go to smaller time frames on that. You want to make that a little bit of a flag. Something small. Maybe the 7-minute flag. Something like that. Let this reset before you jump back on in. But this thing banged. Something I was looking at right before I got on to the live. True. Maybe I was doodling. Was I doodling? Sometimes I'm doodling. Like, I'm just going over random charts, you know? $17K was the bottom. We never know. It could be. It could be. How about Waze? Waze is hot too. BY survived the sell-off. It's just about to turn and make another run up right now. BYC, you mean Bitcoin? BTC? BYC, bro? Okay. I'm joining Lifer. I need to be in a trade. I'm Jones and Lifer. I need to be in a trade. Yeah. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Do not hold the 3S. Make sure you have your exit plan. Yeah, don't hold them for more than like a day or two. Thanks for showing up and bringing those good vibrations day in and day out. Edgeware looks juicy. And I am on vacation too, so it's like I'm trying to like piecemeal in the show. Green Satoshi Vision was banging on him. Let's take a look at EGLD in the house. That's got a shoulder, head and shoulder in the 7-minute right there. That's something got me a little, you know, not too excited about. A little bit of a flag, you could say here, though. Sammy Cup and Hattie on the 7-minute time frame. Sammy Cup and Hattie. Sammy Cup and Hattie. Unbelievable. Let's take a look here on the 3-day chart for EGLD. What do we see happening for EGLD on the 3-day? It's a little pounded up. Like, it's like, and it's not getting above resistance. That's kind of worrisome to me that we're going to see. I see some like worrisome things. Like, you know, like that tells me it's coming lower. It's going to 43 or something. Like, which tells me there's going to be a bigger sell-off in the whole market. Daily, extremely oversold. 22-hour. Like, you can see in multiple coins and like trying to tell you something. 4-hour, fine. 4-hour says maybe you're going to make some type of Hail Mary pass here. 4-hour actually looks pretty scrumptious right now. But it does have a little bit of bearish divvy too, you know? And you're at the top of the channel. I don't chase when the 1 hour's like that and you're at the top of a channel. I look for a bounce off the 200-day moving average somewhere near the 55, 56 region for EGLD. If not, it could come all the way back down into this bigger idea. The daily does not look too great, you know, for EGLD. Something like this is possible. Diagonal support because you bounced resistance. You'd like to get a bounce there back to the upside and stay inside this channel. Lowest you could go maybe is 53, 52 to stay bullish. But if you break that, you're coming back down to 43, and I could even see it at 32. You know, I don't think, you know, I don't say yes or no. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's like you have to be ready for the idea that we're not out of the woods yet. We're just not out of the woods yet. Like there's a chance that we could see way lower prices. You know, there's a higher likelihood that that's occurring. You know, but anything is possible. Can you check out Kusama if you send in a super chat? Super chats are clear. Thank you so much, DJ Porter Rock, up in the game. Crypto RS George only bought 300 worth of VeChain the other day. You know, he's so funny, man. Coins micro consolidate every hour, generally between 50-minute and the 45 on the clock. Keep the time at the moment in mind when scalping. Do you think SOL and GMT are the most profitable for short if BTC doesn't hang on? I think Matic GMT, yeah, could possibly. So I'm looking at the GMT short here. And I mean, at one point, this short's going to be amazing. You know it, right? Oh, look at this guy. Look at that, though. Boom. That's awesome. Like, look at that. Shredded to the downside. Now, that would have to V-shape recovery, which it kind of likely will, right? So you got to look at a smaller time frame to see how that's going to build its way back up. Wow. Shredding. Huh. It's interesting. Because that's like a nice dump. Like in that look, descending triangle. Dump to the downside kind of in a way. Funny, that market structure is horrible. Let me take a look at the daily if I can see anything in it that like makes sense. Yeah, the short just got banged to the ground. Look at that. Hasn't even been around long enough to like. So that's what you have to do. You have to like take multiple areas, something like this. It'll bounce back to the upside. So you get above support and resistance. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. And there it goes. Dumping to the downside. Got resistance. 15-minute dumping on you. But again, remember like we said before, yeah, I mean, that's a rising wedge, breaks to the downside. 15 minutes starting to slump. So this is what you want to do is you want an extended dump. When the 15-minute comes back up, it does a bearish retest, and then it completes the 1 hour and the 4 hour down to the downside, right? And then you can short BTC. And like this was the idea anyway, right? Like this is the one thing I was looking at, and look. It did get the bounce. You're getting the candle to close at that double bottom. Okay. That confirms Bitcoin's double top in a way. And look at that. 2.5% right now on that idea. And so now we kind of see what's happening here. We flip this back upside down. We get an idea double topping. This is the rising wedge. All right. And this is my idea anyway, right? Test it out. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for TA and deep dive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on a Saturday night. Usually have a little more fun on a Saturday night, but Bitcoin's acting up. It's kind of hurting my hand, man. My TA's been like grinding, right? We've been through a lot of stuff. 1.37 ETH 18, 100X. Yeah, I don't like it 100X, man. Look, Bitcoin on the 15 falling. Yeah, Matt Damon, fortune favors the brave. Every time, baby. Every time. Every time. So there's your short starting to move for Bitcoin. And we identified the asset that could produce. 1 hour does want to push to the upside. You do have the 15-minute to contend to. Getting overbought, not too shabby. So you're going to see this get up. And like, you have indecisive. And we could go sideways all night long. You know what I'm saying? We could go sideways all night long on low volume. You have a low volume sideways action. So when's the next CPI? I believe July 22nd, something like that. Thank you, fam. Lifer's watching just there. Can we get the likes up to 500? That would be unbelievable. Unreal. Thank you so much. 100x hole. Yeah, exactly. Do you bring one to Benji? Do you bring one to Benji? Love you, Lifer. Hello from Wales. Go Cast. Could you check out V-Launch? VPAD. VPAD? Really? You make me look at that. What's up with Bake? Shout out to my man asking about Bake, Tori. Let's take a look at Bake. An oldie but goodie, right? An oldie but goodie. Let's take a look at Bake USDT on Binance. Bake is in the tubes, man. 26 cents. Lowest it's ever been. It has some bullish divergence. Are you trying to catch a falling knife, though? And to me, that's just a bear flag. I think there's a chance Bake never comes back, honestly. Like, it just goes to the down and we never really hear about it again. I don't know. Sad. Yeah. It could break back up. Anything is possible, but like I won't take it seriously until it's 50 cents again. That's its next big resistance. And it has resistance here at 36 cents too. Before it gets above both of those areas, it can't be taken seriously. You know? I dabbled with 10 and 20x, never again. I would have a heart attack. Thank you. Can you look at Bitcoin Cash? Bitcoin SV, it's all right. Bitcoin Cash. Raw Javert with Bitcoin Cash. Not Bitcoin SV, but Bitcoin Cash. I'll come up for air tomorrow. Shout out to OC Benji. I did indeed. Yo, Lifer, you have that deal going on for the year until next week, say Thursday. If you email my wife and you ask for it right now and you solidify, there's a chance she'll hold you down. All right? She's a good woman. So email CryptoLifers@gmail. Let them know what you're doing. And let them know. I love Bitcoin Cash. You got a super chat, peeps, for the deep dive. How about 1 inch? Famous last words. Funny. How about 1 inch? I don't know. Ask. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there. Don't make me talk about stuff like this. This isn't right over here. This is a kid show over here. We want to be making family orientated. So the families can sit down, have some pasta, spaghetti, talk about the crypto over here with the lifer. All right? How about KOK? Oh, yeah, KOK. It's okay. I reloaded. Okay. You know, right? All right, let's take a look at KOK. Actually forming that big move there nicely. Let's see what's going on for KOK. It's consolidating nice and pushing up on the 1 hour. If anything's going to push up, it's KOK, right? Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. It's got moves, but I bet the 50 minutes overbought, which it is. And I don't touch things when they're that high. So I'd look for it to come back down here, go sideways, or break up and bounce. So two ways. I wait for this to come on down, and I set my alerts, and I don't chase. I don't chase them. I replace them. So I let that sit there and wait. Bang, bang, bang. And honestly, tonight's not as fun as it was last night. Last night was a beautiful night to trade. You know what I'm saying? No, Bitcoin should be dumping hard. We got the short pumping now to the upside. Let's see. Come on, short. Come on, short. Dumping hard now. Dumping hard now. Oh, it's dumping. We love. You guys are so stupid. You guys are so silly, man. We love KOK. You guys are life are legit dropping bars tonight. Amazing. Picture me rolling. All right, let's take a look at BTC. And there's your dump easy. 21,366. Can we get an ETH short or long levels currently? Can we get ETH short or long levels currently? Love you, Lifer, bro. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at ETH USDT. I'm just going to follow Bitcoin. And to me, this is a giant M. See this? This is just a giant M. And a giant M is this. Your measured move is down here. So short to me, there's a short right now. And it ends down here. And you basically can trade the 4 hour at the top of the Stokes. Or the 1 hour. You can start with the 1 hour. Bring them on down. And hopefully it flips the 4 hour to the downside. You don't want, you want to, if ETH can save grace, it can bounce off of 1,200, right? The fact that it's back above 1,000, not too shabby. But again, this is bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Swing up to swing up. swing down on the RSI, it's not a good sign. It's most likely going to drop you to the downside, right? And remember, you're in the same channel that we were talking about for Bitcoin. So nothing changes really. Like, you know, whatever happens to Bitcoin will happen to ETH, right? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. That is an ugly rising wedge. The measured move is back to the base of the triangle for ETH. It's looking like a big double bottom for Bitcoin at 17.5, you know, and if we break that, even 15,000, you must be willing and able to accept that anything could happen that you don't want to happen, all right? WCSOV versus ETH Quantum Resistant Algo by Roger Grant. Shout out to Bri Ree. Thank you for jumping on in with the super chat for the $2 super chat. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. And thank you for the $10 super chat from J Rego Music. Hope I answered your question there with Ethereum. Let's take a look at CELR. And you know CELR comes up every day in this live. I just wanted to look at CELR on in the proper place. CELR for on KuCoin. There we go. So CELR pumped that crazy pump. Had a bit of a wicked action, and then it went sideways for a while. Remember, the 1 hour is getting overbought. So just like Bitcoin, you know, you're kind of in the zone. Might be doing something like this, coming back down to the bottom of the pattern. Wait for that 1 hour to reset. I put in an order there. Take a look at your daily too, and you're getting overbought. See, that's the thing. A lot of these got overbought. So yes, you could be making an inverted head and shoulder. But to me, like, you got to make that right shoulder now, and the daily's going to reset to the downside. So, and that's basically Bitcoin dumping too. Like, this market doesn't look great. I have to be honest, you know. I'm not open to 100 longs. I don't see 100 bull flags. Like, let's go. It's not like that right now, you know. It's more of a cautious Saturday night. I believe we'll double bottom the 17.7 and wick below. It's almost certainly going to happen. 22 to 27K before we go down there, though, I feel. I love the I feel, I think. Anything could happen. Mark, man, it's better off just going one step at a time with the 4 hour and the smaller time frames. The I feel, I want, I hopes, all that stuff is great. But again, even this, like, this is a quick scalp here. You're at resistance on the short. We could go sideways either way. There could be no long, no short tonight. Sideways either way. Now, if Bitcoin goes sideways, it will be better for the altcoins. And the altcoins will have some fun. All right. What is the cup at the bottom left? It's a tip jar, my man. Yeah. It's a tip jar that you can tip. Yeah. And you can move the balls around. You can move my balls around if you want. I'm in the minute charts. Ooh. Yikes. All right. I'm the 277 liker. I almost forgot to like. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much, Crypto King Africa, man. Thank you so much for saying that. WCSOV for ETH. WCSOV for ETH. I have a feeling I'm not going to find this. But like, what is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. I don't think that's a real thing, though. And if it is, I don't know. Mean zero to a chart, non-binary mammal thing. You answered my question, bro. Been in a short and just wanted to confirm not to get this shook out. I see confluence to come lower short term, at least to the 1150 more-ish, 1120 if we continue up. Hey, anything is possible. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. WCSOV on ETH on Uniswap. Yeah, I don't want to look at Uniswap coins. If I could buy WCSOV on Uniswap, man. I don't know, man. Oh, this is Crown Sterling. All right. Here we go. We got you. We got you, buddy. Not going to leave you hanging. Wow, this thing's down in the dumps, though. All right. And it's trying to make a bull. You got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. You must get above this resistance at 32.16 to remain bullish. How's that? As quick as I can put it. And can we move on? It looks like a poop coin. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. And no offense, it just, come on, you know. And was that the right one? I don't know, you know. Yo, Lifer, what do you think about YGG? You think that idea is a joke? I don't know the idea. I don't know enough about it. I'd have to do a bigger deep dive on that to give you a proper answer. I just don't have it at the present moment. You know what I'm saying? What's the cup at the bottom left? I've always been curious. Sand, please. Fountain. We went over sand multiple times. CELR, we nailed that too as well. Thank you. We'll do right now. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's take a look at BTC. And again, anything is possible. They could have just faked it out, broke it back into the pattern. At the end of the day, you're still in a pattern, you see? If you just like do the same things over and over again, then you begin to maintain, all right? And by maintaining is you just don't freak out, all right? You can even see, look, this is a shoulder. This is a giant head. That's a shoulder. I've seen that play out, you know? So 15-minute measured move is to 21,800. I said the bulls must get above 21,750. Again, that was a bit of a fake out, shake out, trying to make a move here, but this could break back to the upside here on the 50-minute time frame. So the 50-minute still kind of right back where we started again, holding the flag, right? And but again, the 1 hour and the 4 hour not in our favor. So I'd watch the 15-minute for Bitcoin at the end of the day, and there's still a chance we make it to the measured move here. Again, that will confirm a bearish divvy, in my humble opinion, even bigger. And we have bearish divergence right here already confirmed. So basically, you want to see Bitcoin get rejected by this level here and continue to the downside, you know. And again, let's freestyle one last time, nice and easy without anything else on the chart. Let's delete everything. Let's look at all our, like, you know, a bigger weekly. Now, what I like about the weekly, look, tweezer bottoms, but we've had those before, and they, you know, they usually give us somewhat of a rally, at least somewhat of a relief rally to the upside, you know, at least back to this resistance, right? And this is what we've been looking at as a team and as a group, is like this idea. And we're going to break back to the top of the pattern, touching the 200-day moving average, very wicking below it, and that's usually when you bottom, right? That's like we've done that many times. So it's telling you you're at a bottom and that you've bottomed already. Now, let the 50-minute throw a Hail Mary and just break out, you know? That's what everyone wants. Everyone's staring at this giant inverted head and shoulder, right? At the same time, to me, like, let's be open-minded. And to be open-minded is to say, well, that's a bear flag, like, for sure. You know, I'm even being nice calling it a symmetrical triangle, but that's a bear flag. The measured move is 10K, 17,000, 16,800 area. So that's the most likely scenario if you don't. So basically, you don't get a daily candle closing above this zone. You don't hold 21,750. You're going back down to 17,000. You know, hopefully you hold this for a double bottom. So it's my bigger scenario idea. And, you know, we'll watch the smaller time frames to see what happens. But at the end of the day, you're overbought on the 15. You're overbought here. That's a double top. You have bearish divergence. And, you know, that gives you basically a high probability of a short to the downside. All right. And you're starting to dump again here. And you're in a rising wedge here. This is a rising wedge right here, just this one. And that breaks to the downside. That measure move takes you here to 19,900. So at the very least, you're coming, I believe, back to 19,900. All right. But again, and again, you could go low liquidity and you could go sideways. And that's why I make this, you know, twisted sister pattern too. We could end up doing one of these and then breaking back up to the upside. See, look at this. And then that would also kind of help this inverted head and shoulder break on out. And next thing you know, we'd be on our way to 23K. So we're going to watch the 15-minute closely. That's going to give you more confirmation here of what's happening. All right. I've drawn it till I'm blue in the face, but I'll draw it again. It's this little flag here. Just keep, if If you can stay in this flag, you can stay bullish and break out the measured move of the length of the pull. I'm not saying anything this is happening. I'm giving you the road. This is the road you could take if you get bullish. All right, that would coincide with the top of this channel, and then it still wouldn't be that substantial, in my humble opinion. Okay, even if that does break out. So we're watching it closely, and again, you're at a point of no return here with the high volume note. Look. Sorry, hold on. You always want to have this in the background here. And there you are. You're right at this point of control. You see that? You must hold that. You must hold 21,150. You don't hold that, you're dumping too. So you got a lot of confirmations to short the market. All right. That's your update for Bitcoin, everybody. And I'm going to call it a night. I'm exhausted on vacation. 482 viewers, 463 likes, $98 in Super Chat. You people are unbelievable. It's very, very nice of you. Very nice of you. Deep dive on what CELR is. Oh, not tonight, man. Don't make me do that. CELR is a decentralized cell phone network, right? Oh, that's good enough. Thank you, fam, for the 463 lifers watching. Just one click each to reach the 500 lifer likes. One click each, everyone. Super chat, Shiba Inu. Someone wants to take a look at SHIB. Let's take a look at SHIB. Thank you so much. Is SHIB ready to blow up again? Shout out to Tori. Shibby. I don't know if it's ready to blow up, like blow up. But it's been somewhat bullish. Look at that. I mean, we called this move on SHIB. It was in a tight channel. I felt like SHIB was the most likely coin to blow up. We were going on the live, and I was like, this thing is most likely to blow. Only thing we had to wait for is the 1 hour to come on down, and then this thing was gone. See, the 1 hour was a little higher, like right here, I believe. It kind of came down, and then it was gone. All right. SHIB, my measured move for SHIB is even higher, and it looks like it could be on the way. 50-minute is low for SHIB. Okay. Would you look at that for Shiba Inu? Going all the way up like that. What a beautiful Irish little coin there. Going all the way up to the top of the chart. I mean, that would be the measured move. Would you take another move, shoulder, head, and shoulder back to the upside on the 50-minute scalp for Shiba Inu. 1 hour still has legs too as well. So there's no reason why it can't, I believe, get to that top move. 4 hour even kind of wants to go parabolic again. Then you'd be in the rising wedge just like Bitcoin. You're not breaking above previous highs. You know, when you look at the big picture, shoulder, head, looks like you're going to consolidate and make another right shoulder or something here before you continue to the upside. I'm not, you know. And again, just like Bitcoin, this Bitcoin dumps, SHIB will dump too. Whole market will come on down. You're overbought on the daily, and you didn't get above a previous high. So it's the same old story, ricocheting through the whole entire, you know, and that's why I like the 15-minute, because no matter what happens, you can still scalp the 15-minute for gains, no matter what happens. Says there's a little more gain coming out of SHIB for tonight, but I'm not, you know, I'm not like, yes, it's going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread right now, you know. We got to wait. We got to wait it out. That's why right now I'm DCAing into Bitcoin heavily. Then I'll start playing the altcoins after that, you know. I've been through this rodeo before, you know. XCAD looks nice to me. We'll put XCAD on your radar again. We'll redraw this, show you the tight consolidation that it's going through. I mean, that's just showing you that it wants to break on out. This coin's more micro cap. This is a coin you might see just do its own thing regardless of Bitcoin, but it's a high-risk night with everybody watching Bitcoin, all right? Possible gains for XCAD of 18%. I'll definitely put that on the radar, though. Possible gains for XCAD of 18%. Wow, what a beautiful night for everyone to be here. Thank you for jumping on in. I was at the beach today, too, for about just 2 hours, but I laid in the sun, and I got burnt so bad. I am white, bread, Irish, and I did get burnt for, like, just an hour, too. It was just like, bang, you're done. I was like, come on, man. You can't even, like, you know, falling asleep in the sun is not fun, right? But it's all right. My abdominal muscles hurt a little bit from the pain, but I'll be all right. I'll make it through. I was going to get my first burn of the season just to get through it all, really, honestly. TLOS consolidating here You see that? TLOS is a fun little coin. Likes to make some gains here and there. It's on my radar. Might be on yours now. Someone asked about YFI. I remember that. Wow, YGG did some bang move. Look at that. And now it's trying to consolidate in a flag. Someone asked about YFI. Sorry it took me so long. It's been a long time. Wow, it's back at 6,900. Funny though, remember we were getting into this thing, or when we first heard about it, $300, $500. So like for a bear run, I mean, some of these coins are still up gigantically huge. This is cool, and it's making a flag outside of the flag. That's usually a bullish sign, you know. Kind of fell out though of a descending triangle, mama. I don't know, a little messy. Oversold in the 1 hour. No, not in the 1 hour, on the 15. Could get a flip though. You're getting close to the 21 again. Interesting. That's a cup and handle. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a blast to the upside. Good evening, CryptoLifer. Shout out to the hybrid family. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to Finbook Love Learning, a Dingo 8 by Satoshi, Gina Bombina, all the awesome moderators that jumped on into the live tonight. Calder Ronster, everyone that showed up. Zero Allegiance. You people are amazing. What a crew we got. What a crew. What a cast of characters, as my father would say. Zero Allegiance, Gina Bombina. I'm trying to see if I'm missing everybody out and missing anyone else. Calder Ronster, Love Learning. Renier, man. Renier. Shout out to Renier, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for all your hard work, man. You're my man. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you. DJ Porter Rock in the game, too. My man. My man. Wayne Mustafa always being there. What a beautiful day to be alive in crypto. It really was a beautiful day to be alive in crypto. And then we have CELR possibly making a right shoulder there on KuCoin. I have a projection just waiting. Jupe has been hot. Let me look at Jupe real quick. Yeah, nice little move there. But the daily needs to come down. See, the daily's high on multiple coins, so you don't open tons of positions when the daily's overbought. It's just you're fighting trend. That's when you might, the shorts start to look scrumptious. So just remember. Look at this thing just continuing. This is crazy. Going completely parabolico. It's when you have to open up like to 7. Is it going to break out of the 7 minute again? Like, look. This thing may just want to boom again. Just keeps going. And Bitcoin's pumping still. It's so funny, right? That's why you got to keep these flags on the 15 minute, because if you don't, you'll miss out. Right now, this says there's a 68% chance that bull flag is breaking out. Yes, it broke out. It broke back in. Just forget that it ever broke out. That's still a bull flag. It's touching the 21. Stokes are moving up. That's on its way to 21,800, right? And then from there, you reassess the situation. So right now, Bitcoin wants to pump, in my humble opinion. But again, anything is possible. You are fighting the 1 hour that wants to take you down. And I've seen that happen too as well. So I'm open-minded to anything, but you got to play the shape in front of you each time. That's kind of how I play it. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you for everyone that made some gains. Thank you to everyone that learned. And thank you for all the awesome testimonials. I woke up to paragraphs of testimonials. They were awesome. Like, hold up. Like, we saw a giant, like, I don't know if I can read them all. They're big. But look at these 2 giant paragraphs. And I just really, really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to write these testimonials for me and the crew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this. I just joined your group yesterday after watching your show for 3 weeks. Made the easiest 300 this morning while making coffee. Put in a micro scalp on AXS3L. The scalp you posted in the group. Thank you so much. So thank you so much too, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Have a great night. Crypto is life. Thank you all for being here. Gratitude is attitude. And without your precious time, I wouldn't have a show. So thank you so much for your most precious asset, which is your time. I'll see you guys in the next live stream tomorrow for the weekly candle close back in the home studio. I love you all. Be safe. Trade safe and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Crypto is live.